Colin, read between the lines. Ohio State will make Oklahoma pay for throwing shade. Good read or bad read?
Bad read because he's a backup and won't play. I think there are times when bulletin board material, 4 or 5 weeks before a bowl game, 2 weeks in the NFL, when you hear multiple voices, this team's not good. I think it's hard to sell to the Buckeyes and their staff that, hey, a guy who won't play thinks you're basic. It'd be one thing if Baker Mayfield came out and said, I'm going to tear him up because I'm staring at Baker Mayfield as a defensive end. This kid is going to be no closer to playing than me.
But where do you think he got this from? I mean, he's just not coming up with it. This has got to be the talk of the Oklahoma locker room.
He sits in film rooms, and it is a young Ohio State team, and it may not be overly complex. College football defenses aren't overly complex.
Listen, I'm not sure they're going to blow him out, so I'm not going to call it a horrible read. But I do think part of Oklahoma's advantage was being the underdog and sneaking up on Ohio State. Yeah. And coaches look for anything.
Yeah.
And so here's Urban Meyer with this 18-year-old kid on the radio. He's going to say the exact same thing Jason McIntyre just said.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you think this kid got this from? This is what they're saying in their meetings, guys, that we're a basic defense. The kid went on to say, he goes, Baker Mayfield will tear him up, and if I get in there, I will too. I mean, it was crazy. Yeah. And so I do think he has surrendered a little bit of Oklahoma's emotional advantage. I think Bob Stoops is upset right now because Bob Stoops actually has a very good record at home against top 25 teams. I think he's 18-4. So I kind of like Oklahoma in this game, but this kid has undermined me and Bob
Trent
Stoops.
Dilfer talked about backup quarterbacks this week, and I think he might have been right. Seriously, he's onto something. Does this guy on Oklahoma, whoever he is, nobody knows his name.
He's a 4-star recruit.
They gave up 3 pick sixes so far, offenses against Ohio State. Ohio State's given up 2 field goals so far this season. That's it. Colin, of their 11 starters, 8 of them were 4 or 5-star recruits. You going to talk trash about those guys?
I think
you're getting yourself in trouble.
Urban Meyer's the best coach in the country. I think Ohio State wins. I think it's the best college football game of the season.
And don't forget Tom Herman of Houston, who beat Oklahoma, tight with Urban Meyer.